My day is going pretty well, actually. Today I'm going to be updating you guys on week 20 and my anatomy scan because that happened this week. So I will be sharing with you guys the pictures and everything like that. So this week, literally, same old, same old. um, Still hip pain, still back pain. I did get a little bigger, I feel, because my belly button is starting to flatten out, but not extremely like noticeable yet. Um, the anatomy scan was interesting. I was not expecting to be laying there for a whole hour, but it did take an hour. Um, and she basically just took pictures of everything: five fingers, five toes. She labeled like the femur bone and all of that. So it was really interesting. And she did like measurements on the brain and the heart and just really in depth ultrasound basically. Um, I was a little worried at first because baby was frank breached in the beginning, but he was moving a lot and he still is, so I don't think I have much to worry about anymore. Um, my placenta is anterior, so it's on the front of my belly, so his kicks are a little muffled, but I will say they have definitely gotten stronger and I can see them on my stomach. Um, Still a task getting dad to actually feel them. Baby seems to not want to kick when dad is around or when dad is waiting, basically anticipating. So that's still a little bit of a task. So I try to record it when I can just so he can see, but it's also hard to record it. Like you would be recording for 5-10 minutes before you actually get anything. Um, Other than that, that's really how my anatomy scan went. Um, I don't really have any new symptoms. Everything's pretty much the same. And that's really about it. So, as I promised, I will show you guys a little clip that I took discreetly at the anatomy scan. I'll put that in as well. Okay, so as you can see, baby's doing pretty well, and he's so much bigger than he was when I first saw him, with the first initial ultrasound, which I'll show you guys that picture as well. I'll put that right there. um, so he's so much bigger from that to this. Yeah, so I'm so excited, so happy, and I'm literally just falling in love more and more every day. I did want to show you guys my medicine that I've been taking as I promised before, so I will show you guys like the meds that I use and also what I use for my stomach, because I don't have a linea nigra. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't have one of those, and maybe I'll get one later on in pregnancy. I don't know, but I was worried about it at first, but apparently not everyone gets one. Just like not everyone gets stretch marks. I guess it's kind of that hereditary genetic type of thing. So I will show you guys that. Okay, so first thing first, prenatals. I do use Nature Made prenatals. I've been using them since the beginning. I am continuing to use them. Now, mind you, I am 20 weeks and I take this every day. So I have not had to replace the bottle yet. I do have 2 bottles. And honestly, looking at it, I probably need to replace it soon. So I use Nature's Made. I hope you guys can see that. It might be backwards in the camera, I'm sorry. I love this one. It has everything that I need, everything that the baby needs to keep us both strong and healthy. And I actually have both the gummy and the regular pill. So what I found this a while after I already had this one. So what I usually do is like days that I really just don't feel like swallowing this big pill because it is large. Let me show you. It is a fairly large pill, like about the size of my finger here. So it is pretty large. When I don't feel like swallowing this big pill, I'll just do the gummies. Now, if you're going to only do the gummies, you are going to have to replace this quite a few times. You have to take 2 gummies a day. So this, you just take 1 pill. This, you have to eat 2. I still have quite a bit in there. I don't use it as often as I use, you can't really see inside this bottle. I don't use it as often as I use this one, just really when I don't feel like swallowing this big pill, or if I'm in a rush and I'm just moving too fast, I'll just go ahead and take 2 of these really quick out the door. So those are the prenatals. Before I got pregnant, I did have a vitamin D deficiency. These have vitamin D in it. It has a lot of things in there. Yeah, it's not going to focus that much. Okay. It has a lot of things in there, but I need to take extra vitamin D. So I also take Nature Made vitamin D because of my vitamin D deficiency. Before I got pregnant, I didn't eat very much, so I just didn't have the right amount of vitamins that I should have in my system. You know, just vitamin deficiency, anemic, things like that. So I was already taking these and I just keep taking them. It really doesn't want to focus. But yeah, take these every day, and that's extra strength. Now I just started taking these, not daily, but if I have work. I do work on my feet a lot, so my hips and my ankles usually bother me the most with work. So I will take 2 of these with everything else. And that's pill wise. That's the pills that I take. What I use for my belly, I don't use this that often, honestly. I'll add this if I'm just feeling extra dry. It is the winter time, so yeah, if I'm feeling extra dry after my showers or things like that, I will use this first. I'll put this on my belly first. So it's just the cocoa butter formula for stretch marks. And this I actually use every day. And then if I do use the cocoa butter, I'll just put this on top. But I use this every day. That is all that I've used. And I use this every day. And this is the first bottle I bought. Like, I still have a lot in there. All of these, these are the first bottles. Now, I'm only halfway, but I was expecting to run through this a lot faster, which I'm not complaining because it is expensive. Bio oil is expensive. Um, it's on the pricier side, but I'm pleasantly surprised that's all I've used. And I'm not being like frugal with it. I'm being very generous with this oil because I put it on my belly and on my breasts. For the rest of my body, I just use like my normal body lotion that I have from Bath and Body Works, but on my chest and my belly, this is what I use. And I'll even like, I'll put about a quarter size. I'll put about a quarter size and I'll do that twice on, quarter size, rub it in. Quarter size if I feel like I can get some more in my skin, another quarter size. And I'm pretty oiled up like a greased pig. I make sure I get my waist and my back and my hips because you can get stretch marks there as well. I make sure I get from the top of my mom's pubis to the top of my chest. Like, I cover this whole area with it, and it's lasting me a good amount of time. So I do like that oil. Yeah, and that's all that I use thus far. Now let me show you my belly. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's left for this video. So thank you guys for joining me, and I hope to see you next week when it'll be week 21 and we can see if anything's changed, if I've grown, any big news.